Hey guys, how you doing? It's Amara from the App Bakery, and today we're going to be looking at another Bonfire challenge from FreeCodeCamp. This one's called Find the Longest Word in a String. So let's get cracking. It says, remove the length of the word, return the length of the longest word in the provided string. Your response should be a number. Remember to use read, search, ask if you get stuck. Write your own code. Here are a few helpful links, so let's check these out. This one's split string. So it says a split method splits a string object into an array of strings by separating the string into substrings. So I would really encourage you to have a look at this documentation and all the examples if you're not really familiar with these methods. The next one here is string length. So the string length property represents the length of a string. It's pretty straightforward. It does what it says on a tin. So let's jump back into the problem. So how are we going to approach this? I think first of all we should start by removing all special characters that exist in the string. Let's just take this out for now. Right, so we're going to start by removing all special characters, and to do that we're going to declare our first variable. We're going to call it mchar, so I'm just going to say something like remove characters, and we're going to make that an empty string. Alright, and next we've got mchar. We're going to use the string replace method. I'd encourage you to look at the documentation if you haven't come across the string replace method. And what we're going to say is, with the string replace method, replace anything that isn't a letter. So that's why we're saying A to Z, or space. So we want it to only keep letters and spaces in there and literally just take out everything else. And G for global. And we're going to say replace it with an empty string. Nice. Okay. So then the next thing we want to do after that is to split the output of this. So split rmchar into an array of words. So we're going to make use of string split here. So we're going to, let's first of all declare another variable. We're going to call this one sen split, so sentence split. And it's going to be an empty array. So with sentence splits, what we're going to do is going to have rmchar dot split, and we want to split it at the spaces. All right. So now we have an array which has been split up into words, and what we want to do is we want to loop through that array and find the length of every single word. So in order to do that, we're going to write a for loop. So we're going to say var I is equal to O, and we're going to say I is less than sentence split dot length and I plus plus. Okay, and we're going to say length array. So let's actually declare length array, which is going to be an empty array which we're going to use to push in the lengths of every single word of send split. So that's going to make a little bit more sense in a minute. Let's open that. So with length array, we're going to push in all the lengths in here. We're going to use the push method to do this. So sentence split I dot length. So we're going to push all the lengths into length array. And for those who are not really familiar with for loops, the reason why we've done I less than sentence split dot length is because in JavaScript we use make use of zero based indexing. So that's essentially why we start from 0, and the length has to be less than the length of some sentence splits. Okay, so once we've done that now, what we'll need to do, we now have an array of numbers which represent the lengths of words. But in order to find the one with the largest, the word with the largest length, we would need to sort len array rather. So let's declare another variable, and we're going to call this one sorted len array. Bit of a mouthful there. And we're going to make use of the sort method here, guys. So we're going to say take len array and sort the elements in len array. And in order to do this, we're going to make use of the sort method, and we're going to also use the callback function. Oops, I can spell function. And A, B. So this is a callback function where A represents the largest and B represents the largest and A is the smallest. So we're going to say return B minus A. And that basically sorts the array for you from largest to smallest. If you wanted in ascending order, you'd do A minus B, but in descending you do B minus A. So that does that for you. And what we want to do is, once we've sorted it from largest to smallest, we want to return the elements at the first index, at the so at index 0. So we want to return sorted len array to return the largest element, which is at index 0. Cool. Well, let's see whether we've got it. Run test. Bing bang bosh. We did it. So I hope you find this useful, guys. If you did, please give us a thumbs up. I'd also like to hear from you. If you solve this in a slightly different way, more interesting way, more efficiently, please leave your code in the comment section. I'd like to see how you did it, and it'd be good for others to see, the ways that you've done it as well. So yeah, thanks guys. Have a good day and good luck with your challenges. Cheers. Bye bye.